What do you think about Mommy going to the women's conference today?
Good!
Does Mommy need a break?
Yeah!
Hi, it's Julia from the Coosters Hidden Years channel. This is a rare treat for me. I'm by myself tonight. I'm going to the first women's retreat in 3 years. I've just pulled into the parking lot. This is the first time I have been out of the house all by myself in 4 months. So this is super exciting. I'm going to tell you how it goes. I'm going in pretty blind. The topic of the retreat is from graves to gardens. I hope this will just be a great weekend of praise and worship, adoration. We're having Mass with Archbishop Michael Miller, the Archbishop of Vancouver, tomorrow. So I just know that there's some really thoughtful things happening and I will get a lot out of it. I will see how much I'm able to show you of the retreat. It should be a really good weekend. Let's go!
I'm told that there are about over 450 of us here today, which is really remarkable. Heather is also a graduate of Franciscan University of Steubenville, where she studied theology and catechetics and met her husband Jake. Heather now divides her time between mentorship, leading local ministry projects, and speaking internationally.
Yes, and I think it's everything from Netflix binging to staying in bed too long. And so we need to reorient ourselves back to the very, 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 very beginning.
One is, I think sometimes I wonder if I'm worthy. Like sometimes I wrestle with unworthiness in my life. Like, am I worthy to let him come close?
Hi there, I'm just back from my evening. What an amazing event. I'm pulling into my driveway. It's 11:15. The evening wrapped up at 9:30, but then there was an hour social. And what are women going to do after 2 years of COVID and isolation? Well, I just yacked with my friends. It was so much fun to see people again, to hug people again, and just be renewed with the joy that comes with our faith and friendship. This is going to be a really special weekend. So it's day 2. I'm going back to the Life Restoration Women's Conference. I'm so excited. We were able to get all 6 kids up, dressed, fed. We went to Safeway. It's 8:30. I'm gonna miss the cozy little tea hour, but there is no way. So this is our van full of kids. They are all going to go. Joseph, and at the back, say hi. What do you think about Mommy going to the women's conference today?
Good!
Does Mommy need a break?
Yeah!
Do you think I'll be a better mommy when I come back?
Maybe! I think.
What do you think I need to pray for the most?
Have fun.
Okay, I need prayers. What do I need to pray for?
Pray for me.
Pray for my kids?
Pray for me.
Pray for me?
Pray for me.
What is something that Mommy needs
my
to...
kidney.
What is something that I do really well as a mom?
Teach.
Am I a good teacher?
Yeah.
What is something that I'm not so good at?
Like
Yelling?
yelling.
So I need to pray for, they've got that right. With 6 kids, discipline and order is something that is a balancing act. Sometimes I'm too soft, sometimes I'm too hard. I just need to be just right. So,
I know way to do that.
and you guys get to go, what are you going to do in Chilliwack today?
Go ride Monty.
Their cousin has a pony, and they're gonna go ride their cousin's pony today. So they're super excited about that. Who likes horses?
Me.
Okay.
In Latin, my name means lover of horses. I like horses more than any of you, Dad.
Right. Okay. Daddy's coming.
I know more about horses.
Here we go.
God is able, He will never fail. He is Almighty God. We have found our hope. We have found our peace. We have found our rest in the one who loves.
And your face is lovely. Catch us, the foxes, the little foxes that damage the vineyards, for our vineyards are in bloom.
Like, he won already. It's over. He won. So we might be having a battle, and when we just totally lean into him and we come under his authority and protection, the enemy doesn't have any room. You know, he just has no power when we're sitting with Jesus at our side.
I'm that. Oh yeah, another amen. Come on.
I'm sitting in this wonderful little alcove in the stairwell. It was supposed to rain today, but God has given us a beautiful day to be together. And there is such a spirit with all these women. The speakers have really been trying to speak to our hearts. And I just highly recommend, if there's any time you can do a life restoration retreat, to do it. Lunch is over. We just had a curry wrap, and I sat down at a table full of people that I had no idea who they were, and I had some really neat conversations with these women. And yeah, Mass with the Archbishop was beautiful. He is just such a gift to our diocese, and he had a very powerful homily. So I'm going to now head to the merchandise table and see if I can get some things. I have friends that weren't able to come today, and I want to get something for them. And I'm just interested in getting a new candle and some things there, but this is such a well-organized retreat. The other thing I did is they had an opportunity for prayer, and so I went and spoke to two sisters and was prayed over. Everybody's really excited. Everybody's happy to have their masks off. Everybody's happy taking photos, and it's just wonderful. So I'm here at the Abide.
Okay, let's insert. Or we can do a swipe.
For the past 40 years, that's incredible, 40 years, Debbie has worked extensively in youth and women's ministry, speaking, leading mission trips, and mentoring high school and college-aged women. She is the founder and executive director of Pine Hills Girls Camp, and Debbie is also the founder and leader of the Be Love Revolution, a ministry that exists to help young women encounter Christ and be his love to all they meet. Debbie has written 4 books and is a frequent author and speaker for Blessed Is She, and a contributing writer for Undone.
But I went to my friend Sarah the next day and I said, here's your Bible, thanks. And she said, why don't you keep it? And why don't you begin to read it? And so I did. I took her Bible. This isn't it, but I have it at home. It's falling apart. I took her Bible, by the way, before I forget to tell you, because you know there's a happy ending to the story, right? That girl Sarah and her Bible, that girl Sarah became a nun.
They were just asking their questions and seeking, for answers and truth, and it was so incredibly beautiful. And it took hardly anything, a couple of muffin recipes, and a foyer, that's all it took. So definitely there's lots of resources there. And then Endow, I think, is probably one of the most familiar ones to many of you. They have a lot of resources if you really, it's meaty, so you can get into it, some good theology. But again,
called Be Love Revolution, and it's specifically our little tagline is Be His, Be Free, Be Love. And so we're trying to help the girls meet Jesus and have that personal encounter to really know that they belong to Him, to be free, to know their identity as daughters of God, and to really battle the lies of the enemy, to live in the freedom that God has for them, and then to go out into the world and be love. Our patron saint is Saint Mother Teresa.
Be still and know. And I am the Lord.
I'm back to reality now after a beautiful weekend with Life Restoration Ministries Graves into Gardens. It was so wonderful. Please check them out. I have my candle and my water cup to keep the inspiration going, and I hope you have a beautiful Holy Week. I will see you next week. Bye.